Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today I'm reviewing a bright little perler. See how it goes. Shy Giant, a brand new beer from Wychwood Brewery, makers of my number one beer. And that's out of the thousands of beers I've had over the years, that takes some doing. Shy Giant, a 4.7% American hopped amber beer. And it does say on the back, let me have a look. Our modest yet powerful American-inspired amber beer releases a broad spectrum of fruity notes, a coming together of the finest American hops with, what's that? Red and extra dark crystal malts, unveils a sweet and easy drinking beer with confident hints of raisin, orange and grapefruit. Sounds lovely. Oh well, it's a hard life being a beer reviewer. Thanks to Morrisons for your beer festival, your beer range review. Why is it called a range review? Because if you've been in supermarkets, worked in supermarkets, they call it what they call it is a range review. Well, they do in Sainsbury's anyway. So let's get this pouring done. So yeah, a minimum of 8 new beers at Morrisons. And I would presume there's probably more. And up and down the country, there's going to be different beers. So I would have thought Wychwood would be all over the country just because our bigger brewery it is part of Morrisons. So amber pour, good lacing around the edge, a white head. That's about an inch thick white head as well. Definitely getting a hint of orange on the nose. Right, let's dive in. It's freezing in this beer room. After all the warmth we've had all week, it's proper turned chilly. Now, I've just drank another beer. I've just done another review. So I'm going to leave it till I get a bit further down so I can start, my palate's washed with this beer rather than still got remnants of the other beer in there. Yeah, £1.65 or thereabouts at Morrisons on the 4 for £6 deal, which it's a no-brainer, isn't it, to get one or two at least. Although 3 is your maximum at the moment due to stopping people hoarding beer. If you're like me, I've already got about 200 and something bottles anyway, so that I've ordered for months and months and months, because obviously I collect beers for reviews. So, what's leaking here? So, this is obviously aimed at the mass market because it's 4.7%. It says it's easy drinking, so you're going to probably see this in pubs soon, I would have thought. It's older brother, Hobgoblin, probably the older one. Fantastic beer. Never realised it tasted the bananas until I read a review one day and I smelt it and I'm like, that's what the smell is. Unbelievable. Other beers, Black Witch, that's a fantastic beer of theirs. Dunkel Fester, another quality beer. Didn't see it last year. Wychwood, we need it back. And obviously King Goblin, there are loads more beers, they do a massive range, but King Goblin as well, truly my favourite beer, and it's only 6.6%, which is funny because I do like the stronger beers. Can't drink many of them, but I do like them. So, let me just pour that last bit in, because sometimes I forget when I'm reviewing that I've left some in the bottle, and then 2 days later I look and think, oh, I've wasted that. And then neck it anyway. And luckily it tastes okay, funnily enough. So Shy Giant, again using their newly way of packaging. I kind of prefer the older way of packaging, to be honest, the older labels, but the thing is, the taste is what it's all about, and it's good taste. So, see if I can pick out grapefruit, raisin and orange, because that's always the thing with reviewing. If you can pick out what they're saying, then that's a good thing. And sometimes all of a sudden it will come as you're drinking, as you're going down. And obviously, because I've just done a beer review, I'm going to be getting some of that left over. So until this has gone down so far, then I'll start to, then the flavours from this will really show through. What I can say is straight away, it's very easy drinking. It's very palatable. At 4.7%, we're in the sessionable area. Certainly a good pub beer, and I'm damn sure once the pubs reopen, it'll show its face pretty soon. And like all breweries around the country at the moment, everyone's trying to stay alive by selling from their brewery shops, which is a great thing because supermarkets will not stand the sheer amount of capacity needed to cope. You know, there's no chance they can. And also it's a good thing to support your breweries as well, isn't it? Especially if you can go to the brewery and get some like bargain stuff. I mean, woof, there you go. Because there's always breweries that I've got, like Titanic do it with them. They do like a bucket where they are mislabeled, or they've been, you have to be careful with glass sometimes where cases have been dropped. But yeah, cheap beer, or beer going slightly out of date. But you don't mind that if you can. I mean, I wonder how long it'll be before we stop seeing ice cream vans on the road and we start seeing beer vans. Could you imagine that, driving around instead of ice cream van, a beer van pulling up? You know, I've just heard the music in the background. That's why I'm saying it. And beer vans flying around. Pints of beer, mate. 4 pints. Yep. Oh yeah. Wow. Now there's an opportunity, especially at the moment. And it's like hot food at the moment. You think about ice cream vans and you think about hot food as well. That could be done the same. You could have somebody making, even stew, and driving around the streets and people coming out from a safe distance, obviously, paying the money and getting the food delivered to them there and then. It's got to be the way, hasn't it? Got to be the way. There's a lot you can still do in these times. But anyway, let's get back to the beer. So I spotted 8 new beers at Morrisons yesterday. And the range needed a little bit of, shall we say, updating. It was starting to get tired. And if anybody from Morrisons watches these videos, I love it when you have one-off beers and new beers from breweries. And for me, you could have, supporting local breweries around the country, you could say to them, look, have you got any beers that you want selling? You're struggling to cope because you haven't been able to sell them. You know, we'll take a pallet to our store. You know, obviously I'm not sorting that. The pricing's nothing to do with me, obviously. And just to get them beers into stores. And I tell you what, supermarkets could support local breweries in a way that could revolutionise shopping. And one, support the local community, which is what it's all about all around the country. And two, giving beer fans a chance to get beers that they may not have never seen before. And something to think about, isn't it? And please, if anybody from Morrison's watching this, please bring back, when you can, your beers for each season. Like your Valentine's beers, your Christmas beers, Halloween beers, and so on and so forth. Because they were brilliant. It was a brilliant idea, and I don't know why they got rid of it, but beer fans like myself loved it. Especially if you've got 10 different beers for each season thing. Like Father's Day, 5 or 6 new beers just for that. The breweries make them, so, you know, bring them back. Be the king of supermarkets. And as for Wychwood, the king, Goblin. Oh, dear, what a beer. Anyway, Shy Giant. I'm really getting the hops now coming through. Right, I can definitely taste the raisin and grapefruit now. So like I said, I've just done another beer review, and that was quite a complex beer. Lots of complex flavours and stronger. And it's took until I've gone halfway down this glass for this beer's features to really shine through. And it's coming along nicely now. So that's always a thing to take in. If you're ever drinking beers, obviously not in a pub at the moment, but if you're ever drinking beers and you go from one bottle to the next, get so far down and then start trying to pick out them flavours, it's interesting for one. Saves you drinking too much as well, which is probably a good thing as well in this day and age. And as I get further down, the complexities really are coming through. It's funny how it takes a while for it to wash around your mouth and then, you know, stamp its own. And this is the same with all beers. Unless it's, I think sours are the one beer that probably beat the rest, because some of them are so massively woof smacking your face that it's harder. You know, for them it's easy to just get cut through straight to your senses. With most other beers, it takes a little bit of time, and you know, so you can really taste those flavours. But definitely a good quaffable beer. Oh, and a nice addition. And saves me watching TV and getting depressed. Although it's took me about 3 hours to get Disney Plus up and running. And you think you've got all these devices that can run things. And we've got a smart TV, not compatible. Yeah, don't buy a Toshiba TV for that. And then we've got these Android boxes, not compatible. And I can see it on my phone and I'm thinking, why is it not on my phone? But I think it's something to do with security updates. And so I've had to look round. We've got an old PS4 that overheats. And we've put that on and we managed to get it up and running. And wow, some good stuff on there. So that'll keep us occupied for, got a 7-day trial. So that's nice. And I think Disney, yes, they can't make any money at the theme parks and from cinema at the moment, but via this app they will make a fortune, because people all around the world need something, and there's a lot of good content on there, got to say that. So back to the beer in question. Amber pour, good lacing, white head. On the nose, definitely got orange on the nose. On the taste, the raisins, the grapefruit, especially the grapefruit, and a bit of orange in the background, and definitely a very, very easy drinking beer, like it says on the back really. Got to agree wholeheartedly with that. And it's always good to have beers that do what they say, because some beers you drink them and you think this isn't what you're saying it is. And I'm not going to point out any breweries or that because that's unprofessional, but yeah, out of 5 then. For me, 4.1 out of 5. Yeah, I liked it. Very nice. Good addition to the Wychwood range. And as ranges go, with all beer companies, you've got to cater to the masses. You can't keep making one stout after another stout, because you're not going to get the masses buying. So this is a good beer for the masses. Very interesting. I did say 4.1, didn't I? Yeah, I'm sure I did. Right, anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks to Morrisons and Wychwood for the new beer. And see you soon. Under warmer conditions, hopefully. And stay safe, of course. Cheers.